Alright, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about behavior and social theories of learning. The text states that behavior learning theories focus on the ways that pleasurable or unpleasant consequences of behavior change individuals' behavior over time and the ways individuals model their behavior on that of others. The text also states that social learning theories focus on the effects of thought on action and of action thoughts. So, what exactly is learning? The text actually says that there are two definitions of what learning was considered to be. Scone explained that learning is usually defined as a change in an individual caused by an experience. Mayer defines learning as long-lasting change in the learner's knowledge as a result of the learner's experience. An example of a learned behavior would be a child smashing his finger in a door. Without that previous experience, a child would never understand that would actually cause pain. So once the child smashed his finger in a door, he realized that it does hurt. So therefore, he would try not to smash his finger uh, inside a door again. So now let's talk about some principles of behavior learning. There are actually 9 different types of principles. They are the role of consequences, reinforcers, punishers, immediacy of consequences, shaping, extension, schedules of reinforcement, maintenance, and the role of antecedents. Real quick, I'll explain one principle for you guys so you can understand how principles really work. The principle that I want to talk about is reinforcers. What exactly is a reinforcer? A reinforcer is any consequence that strengthens a behavior. There are actually different types of reinforcers. There are positive, negative, primary and secondary, pre-marked principles, and intrinsic and extrinsic reinforcers. I'll explain to you guys what a primary and secondary reinforcer actually is. Primary reinforcer satisfies basic needs. That would mainly be something like food, water, warmth, security, sex, something that a human would normally crave for or need to survive. What is a secondary reinforcer? A secondary reinforcer are reinforcers that acquire their value by being associated with primary reinforcers or well-established secondary reinforcers. For example, this would be like grades. They have little value to a student unless it is recognized by the family. And when I say recognized, that means like bringing home a grade that they normally wouldn't, an A or B or something like that, and they're receiving praise from their family, they're receiving attention from their family or the guardian or the person that they're showing, they're getting positive feedback, and so it's going to make that child want to continue to do better and receive those type of grades. Uh, Now I'm going to talk about social learning. The text states that social learning theory is a major outgrowth of the behavior learning theory tradition developed by Albert Bandura. Social learning theory accepts most of the principles of behavior theories but focuses to a much greater degree on the effects of cues on behavior and on internal mental processes, emphasizing the effects of thought on action and the effects of action on thoughts. Bandura really focused on mainly 2 types of social learning. This would be modeling and observation. So, what exactly is modeling? Modeling is imitating the others. Is imitating others' behavior or learning from other successes or failures. Observational learning involves four phases. Actually, that's an intentional, retention, production, and motivational. Attentional phase is when students pay attention to a model. This is mainly somebody that is attractive, successful, interesting, or very popular. It's quote unquote a leader. Uh, Next is retention. Retention is when teachers model the behavior that they want students to imitate. Then after that, it is the reproduction phase. This is when students will try to match their behavior with the model. And then last is motivation. The motivation phase is where students will imitate a model because they feel that if it's done correctly, they will receive some type of reinforcement. They receive praise for actually doing what they done and not modeling, imitating to an exact figure of what the teacher was looking for. So unfortunately, I'm out of time. I really want to go deeper and learn more about the social learning actually. So I hope you learned something from me. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the night. Thank you.